MotorWeek, television's automotive magazine. Your host for MotorWeek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. You know, we've driven our share of sport coupes over the years, and one of our favorites has always been the Mitsubishi Eclipse. And for good reasons. Few other sporty two-doors offer drivers the high level of performance, value, and versatility of the Eclipse. We had our preliminary try at the revamped 95 Eclipse a few months ago, and we were pleased with what we saw and drove. But now it's time for our closer inspection. In fact, we sampled the top two models of the mostly all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse, the front-drive GST and the all-wheel drive GSX. The entry-level RS and mid-scale GS complete the American-made Eclipse lineup. The first-generation Eclipse earned our Driver's Choice Award for Best Sport Coupe in 1990 and 91, along with numerous other industry awards. So we're glad to say that Mitsubishi didn't rest on its past laurels. With this new Eclipse, they have produced a true second-generation car, one that overshadows its predecessor in every way. Styling is more aggressive than before, and though it has its share of critics on our staff, the Eclipse's new look, which came from Mitsubishi's California design studio, has more youth appeal, which is important in the very competitive sport coupe market. Powering this aerodynamic bodywork are two different 2-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve engines. RS and GS grade cars get Chrysler's normally aspirated 4-cylinder from the Neon Sport Coupe, good here for 140 horsepower and 130 pound-feet of torque. But the real muscle comes in GST and GSX Eclipses, which receive a revised Mitsubishi Turbo 4. For 95, a higher compression ratio and lighter turbocharger blades up its output to 210 horsepower and 214 pound-feet of torque on manual transmission cars. A 4-speed fuzzy Logic automatic brings the figures down slightly to 205 horses and 220 pound-feet. The GSX's viscous all-wheel drive system is little changed. Fully automatic, under normal conditions, it splits power 50-50 front and rear. All roads, all weather are no problem. We figured on some impressive test track numbers too, and we weren't disappointed. Our all-wheel drive GSX zipped from 0 to 60 in 7 seconds flat. The quarter mile took an equally brief 15.5 seconds, ending at 89 miles per hour. Although power flows only to its front wheels, and despite some initial torque steer, our GST's 243-pound weight advantage was evident during its 6.7-second 0 to 60 sprint. Strong power throughout the rev band also helped the GST better its siblings' quarter-mile time, clocking in at 15.2 seconds at 94 miles per hour. Each car achieves its performance here by way of this smooth, positive, quick-shifting 5-speed manual. Throws are quite short, though the tight shift pattern takes some getting used to. Both our Eclipses breeze through the switchbacks with ease thanks to new multi-link A-arm suspension designs, front and rear, and speed-sensitive power rack and pinion steering. With a chassis that's 50% stiffer in flex and 60% stiffer in torsional stability, high-speed maneuvers presented little challenge. Body roll was practically non-existent. AutoWeek shared our performance enthusiasm, saying that the GSX is smooth, stable, and never seems to lack power or grip. While Automobile Magazine noted, raw and raucous no more, the all-new Eclipse GSX is still a great car for fast driving. Our test car's brakes were also exemplary. 4-wheel disc with optional anti-lock system stopped the 3,120-pound GSX in a great 105-foot average distance from 60. RS cars have rear drums, but ABS is available on all Eclipses. Like the first Eclipse, the 95's interior was designed around the driver, but with a lower cowl, elevated seats, a lowered console, and relocated parking brake. Plus, priority switchgear is now even more centrally located. Turbo-powered cars add oil pressure and boost gauges to the normal complement of analog units. Safety is expectedly well served with a driver's and passenger's airbag. Soft leather is standard on the bucket seats in the GSX, which are very supportive and comfortable. The driver's is height adjustable. And there's also seat back memory and manual lumbar adjustment, as well as height adjustable seat belts. Galant-style rotary knobs easily control the CFC-free air conditioning system. The controls for the Infinity Premium sound system look more intimidating, but actually are easy to use. 8 speakers and 210 watts of power produce great sound. The rear seat may look inviting, but it's best used for extra storage via the split fold-down seatbacks. The all-wheel drive GSX has almost double the trunk space of last year's car. Eclipse enjoyment begins at $14,359 for the RS. Our Turbo GST starts $1 less than $20,000, while the all-wheel drive GSX begins at $22,929. ABS brakes add $716. Real performance from a sharp-looking Sport Coupe series add, if not bargain, very understandable prices regardless of fitness trim. What else can we say? The Mitsubishi Eclipse, even the second time around, is a serious driver's treat.